Na jó, hát sziasztok! Adok még egy utolsó próbát ennek a robotgyőrnek, aminek egyébként a hangulata szerintem fantasztikus, de játéknak nem tudom, nem vegyes érzéseim vannak, mert nincsen benne ez a fejlődési rendszer, vagy jellegtelen, karakterek semmilyenek, de a zenéje jó. Úgyhogy reméljük, hogy kibontakozik valami a történetből, mert
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
igen, Murphy mentette meg a nyugdíjakat. Ez jó, aranyos.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Oké. Ez a pszichológiai teszt lesz megint. Mennyi XP-t kaptunk? 8 elosztat.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
Szerencs, hogy van, éjjellátónk.
I'm ready for you, Robo.
Én is kész vagyok.
I'm afraid not.
Vagy turkáztatok meg.
Let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
What's that look supposed to mean?
B-t kaptunk.
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
Ez már volt. Ez az rész végén. Szemétládák is nézik a
The
tévét.
criminals know that they should fear me.
I suppose it makes your job easier. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
My programming does not allow for family life.
No. I guess that was never the intention. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful, especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you, I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
Megint nem sok értelme volt.
I've got plenty to think about for now.
Sok mindenre kell gondolnia most. Ez jó. 10 elosztatlan pontunk van. Elosztunk párat. Páncél. Vannak itt harc. Életterőre adok. Ez jó, visszapattanó lövedékek. Ezt kipróbálom. Jó. Használni kell ezt a pajzsot valamivel talán? Szkennelés is jó. Jó. Rendben, ezt kérem. Eligazító szobába kell menni, itt még mindig nincs világítás. Hogy lehet ezt helyrehozni vajon? Vagy nem vagyunk még elég kifinomultak. Hű, szálon induljon el valami bonyodalom, hogy...
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
Ezek hülyék.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
Na jó, buszikák.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
The old man himself? What an honor. Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough! Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Na.
RoboCop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I am not involved in politics.
Well, let's not get too hasty. You can still show support for me, right? We're on the same side. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Na jó.
RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old man
Robocopot
himself.
hagyjátok békén.
I tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over. No, you wouldn't.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Mhm. A lámpaoltást, nem baj. Megevítje. Murphy nem vezet olyan jól. Itt ott azért vannak horzsolások a verdán. Ajj. Oda vágta rendesen.
Hey, you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the stairs.
Szép egyébként, de mindig szép ahhoz képest, hogy ez egy 50 dodós játék.
The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Mi történt itt? Valakinek nagyon kellett a mosdóba mennie.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. you did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
Vagyok annyira.
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
You cannot complain about the life that was granted to you.
That's very humble of you. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I would rather focus on catching the riffraff.
I understand, but sometimes what we want is not what we really need. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
Ezt nem értettem.
After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Ezt nem is értettem, úgyhogy nem olyan nagy szemét.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers at Glass and Steel. Go ahead. Just not where we live.
Jó vagy, öreg? Kell nemet googolni. Ez tényleg szép. Kicsit olyan, mint egy ilyen szebb GTA, vagy...
I'm sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over.
Hogy kell oda menni? Oh. Szűk utcácskákon. Hé. Nem szeretnék mellékküldetés, én főküldetést szeretnék, célok. Nem tudok turbózni.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening?
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
Thanks.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
A besugó nem lesz feltűnő, a robot zsarúval sétálgat. Mindegy.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos, or whatever. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Excuse me, we are conducting an investigation.
You can investigate the case of several tapes being overdue. Your main suspect is your friend over there.
Oh man, did he call us friends? Nice.
Nem barátnak hívott minket.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
There is nothing that you cannot come back from.
Spoken like a true good shepherd. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
Garden of Earthly Delights?
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics though. But the director is a badass.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
Do not give in to the pressure.
Are you pressuring me? That's smart. It's gonna work. But let's get back.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence and it's just, you know.
Nem akarok.
Tax of that.
But
tudom. Videókockákat kell keresni. Nincs egyezés. Na itt lesz. Na.
Celestial Decay.
classic. Still waiting for a sequel, but the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
They tend to become imitations of themselves.
Hard to argue with that. There's been a lot of stinkers. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire, but here it is.
Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
Nem látják, hogy ott a robot zsaru?
Do you need assistance?
Oh shit!
Na, hol van Pickle? A kis tolvaj srác.
First, I hear a bunch of movie.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there. Who's gonna pay for all this?
Mi lesz a neve? Jók ezek a billentyű hangok. Így sok fegyver. Megszereztük Pickle címét. Hé, ez az utca? Nem túl bizalomgerjesztő ez a hely. Keresd meg Pickle-t, hát azt kerestem, de hol lehet? Főküldit szerettük volna csinálni, nem Pickle-t keresni.
Did some idiot confuse the courthouse with a bank again?
No, I heard about the accused deciding to defend himself.
Na, jó vagy Pickle? Középső. Szézám tárulj. Hát azt nemrég nyitották, akkor itt lesz.
You're all right.
Szevasz, Pickle.
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
Hát nem erre jelentkeztem.
That is not the kind of help I was willing to provide.
Come on.
Kokós pénzt megtalálni.
I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, just don't give in to pressure. That's a stellar one, dude, but excuse me if I don't comply, all right? There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
Ha ilyen csúnyán beszélsz, akkor nem.
I am not doing this as a police officer. I am doing it as a friend. Hand over the case.
You can't do this to me, man.
I just did.
Fuck you, Tin Man. I earned that money fair and square.
Tisztességesen, hát te hülye vagy. Na. Megnézzük, ez a szerelőműhely, itt már úgyis utálnak minket. Ezeket már kétszer... Na, most mit találtok ki?
Greetings, citizen.
RoboCop, good to see you. All my books are up to date. You're welcome to conduct the audit.
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down, or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
Stand back.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done. I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood.
Szefaszek. Robot zsaru.
You know what the problem is?
Robot zsaru az autószerelő is.
The coil has been disconnected.
That would explain the car not starting.
Hát nincs rajta az aksi.
Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power.
Köszönöm, cica. Kajcsimácsot csinálsz majd? Ah, itt.
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure...
I'm guessing it's an easy fix.
Nem szeretném megjavítani. Ah.
It started. We're on the money. Well done, RoboCop. You are one serious Swiss Army.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance.
Kávéba
I
fizetett.
refused.
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too, then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Vasmadarat.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other... And...
Jaj, bocs.
Thank you for...
Na, nézzük azt a tetoválást. Ó, körbe. Mondjuk ide se hoznám az automat szervizbe. Szóval egyrészt nem tudnék beállni valószínűleg, mert itt nem férne el egy autó. Másrészt egymásra pakolják az autókat, ami nem túl szimpi. Úgyhogy... bocs.
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
Is that true? Mary has to close a restaurant?
2 words. Delta City.
Létre. Hello.
Full metal armor and you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
Ez, hogy be van szívva. Persze beszélünk.
I am not here for that.
A tattoo then. It'll really bring out that jawline.
Kapocs vonalát. Mit szólnál, ha kihoznám az állkapcsodat? Hogy lehet kihozni? Hát ellenkezik a rendőrségi magatartási kódexsel. Elég sebb helyen van.
My body wears enough scars.
Ez jó.
Believe me, you can never have enough of these puppies. Anyway, if you're not here for inking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike. I heard he was your customer.
I don't serve no bikers. Don't know who told you that, but it's a load of bull.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vultures?
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case. I need to get back to my work.
Akkor keressünk. Miért nem segítenek? Na, hoppá.
What next? You gonna try to tell me that I'm smuggling nuke in a red inker?
Do you?
You still here? I don't want my customers to confuse my parlor for an auto...
I found evidence of your connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down. It is your choice if you want to join them.
Ah, fuck. I told him not to come in here when he was so hot. He brought this on himself.
Where is he?
He's got a place nearby somewhere, but I don't know where exactly.
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be parked outside. It's some sort of chopper. I don't know. You can check the plate number on that photo.
Wise choice for a scum artist.
Oh, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
Ez jó. Na, mi a rendszáma? Rendszám megszerzése.
Hey, RoboCop. Mr. Mills would like to have a word. He's waiting in the car.
Hát nem nyugodott le most sem.
Yes, sir. He can hear you.
Hey, Silverboy. The tracker says you were near the apartment of that domestic terrorist we talked about. Your memory is probably glitchy, so I figured I'd send you a friendly reminder. Check the place out.
over and out. There's no need. Over and out.
Vár meg. Megfelelő motorkerékpárt. És hol? Nem egyezik. Hol vannak még motorok? Na itt lesz a szerelőnél, figyelj. Akinek segítettünk. Nem egyezik. Szerencséd van. Lehet, hogy bent van. Nem. Jöttem a vizsgált területről. Hát az egy cetli lesz. Már itt vagyunk. Annyi motor van ebben a városban, ugyanolyan motor. Nem egyezik. Jó vagytok, srácok? Ezt már lecsekkoltam. Azt is lecsekkoltam már. És azt mondja, hogy kijöttem a zónából.
Murphy, could you give us a hand?
Yeah.
It's gotten real ugly in there.
Hol lehet ez a moci? Bemegyek ide. Lehet ezt is lecsekkoltam már, de most még egyszer. Nem, ezt még nem. Na, akkor itt lesz bent. Bemegyünk Spikehoz. Most is az a véleményem, hogy ez kevés játéknak. Tehát jól néz ki, de nem szórakoztató. Sőt, fárasztó. Viszont jó a zene.
Still no joy with the broadcast! Fucking OCP's good for nothing piece of shit. Be quiet, you moron! Yes, we'll get working in no time, Mr. Wendell. Sir. Yes, we won't screw it up.
He's using you, just like he used us. He hired us, but he failed to deliver. That's why we were old.
Talk about a sore loser. You had your chance and you blew it. Now it's the torch head's turn. Deal with it, biker bitch. Shit, we've got company. You weren't invited. Let's crush this tin can.
Arra nem sok. Nagyon sok mindig megpróbálnak lelőni. Felmartuk a lopott bizonyítékokat. Ó, mennyi nyúk van.
What did Wendell make you do?
You saw it yourself. You needed us to extract brains from corpses.
De hangos ez a...
Where is he?
Now. I bet you
Operator, requesting an ambulance. One unconscious fugitive suffering heavy blood loss.
Ah, köszönöm. Hát... Nem látszik-e? Nem látszik. Ez marha jó. Nem érzékeli a szűrő miatt. Várjatok. Azt mondja... Szűrők. Kell egy kis szünetet tartanom emiatt. Mert ez megérkezett. Úgyhogy szerintem már a Diablóval térek vissza.